So, 5-star community batch vote. So here's my sort of take on all the bots. First off, we've got Afterbreaker and Flame War. I don't think you need a 5-star version because it's a sacrifice bot. Yeah, it maybe lasts a bit longer, but Blur lasts long enough anyway to do his job, and so does Afterbreaker. Broadside and 8 base, a bit of a hard one. I think they're on the cusp of being good, but not quite, and probably need some improvements. I just have no faith that they're going to actually improve this bot. Bulkhead and Breakdown Prime, I just don't like rushing bots, so I'm not a big fan of them. So regardless of how good they were, I wouldn't like Bulkhead and Breakdown Prime regardless. Beast Wars, Ironhide and Sea Clamp is an interesting one. It's not a bad one, but like Afterbreaker and Flame War, it's just a combiner bot, and people are voting sometimes for combiner bots thinking, oh, if I vote for this, it'll give me a part for the combiners. But listen, those parts are going to come out eventually anyway. Don't vote for a bot because it's a 5-star part, guys. But Beast Wars, Ironhide and Sea Clamp are decent. They're good. Same with Beast Wars, Silboat and CicadaCon. Again, decent. But I think they're going to be another slingshot in a way that they'll be utilised in some way that'll be decent. But you can't combo with them as much as healing, unless healing starts to have a combo. And there's a big discussion on disabling. Is that same as EMP? And should it work on MDS and other things? That's a big discussion at the minute. Cybertron, Jetfire and Starscream, yeah, if you like raids, it's decent, but again, not my type of bot at all. Grapple and Dirtbag is an interesting one, because when we did testing, my big thing about that was I tested 4-star Grapple against 4-star Rook. And I just said that Grapple wasn't as good as Rook. The mine didn't last as long. I'm not sure. Then we've got Hoist and Crankcase. Very, very good bot. Very good as 4-stars in a lot of top teams. So I can see that doing really well as a 5-star. I can see that being like up there. Inferno and Rodimus Unicronus, a lot of people sort of going towards this, voting for this. Again, another really good 4-star bot. I think it'd be really good as a 5-star. It'd probably get a percentage increase, which will make it actually crazy good. Jetfire, Sky Striker, and Skywarp Night Raven, similar to Cybertron Jetfire. Yeah, it's decent jet, but you know, not much better than what we've got already. Mirage and Breakdown, they're alright, they're not great bots. EMP could do with being longer. You know, when you've got Chromium that does 30 seconds and Mirage does 10, is it? 12 maybe? You know, it's not long enough really. When you've got Bumblebee, there's a lot more damage in a bigger area for a lot cheaper than Mirage. I just don't think Mirage and Breakdown are decent bots. I think people are just voting for them because they, again, they complete a combiner. Optimus and T2 Megatron are awful. I think he's absolutely awful. One of the worst 4-stars in the game. I would honestly go that far as putting him down there with the likes of Power Glide and down there with Nose Cone. I really would put him that far down. Punch and Counter Punch is an interesting one. I remember Punch being massively OP and then bringing some sort of fixes out for him. The jury's out on that one. I'm not too sure either way. But I wouldn't mind a 5-star Punch and Counter Punch. I like the character. Gatashot and Leo Zack. I'm on the fence with this. I think that with a massive cost reduction, they could be really good. Without a cost reduction, again, he's down there with the likes of Nose Cone. He's dreadful. Skydive and Skywarp's an interesting one. I've been using Skydive a lot more since the acid combos come into the game. Could be interesting. I wouldn't mind a 5-star Skydive, actually. Slug and Rampage, let's be honest, they're only in there because they're a combiner bot. Then we've got Snapdragon. So when you look at Snapdragon, who rushes in and got minimal health, just dies very quick, and the combo doesn't combo enough. It's too expensive as well. Just a lot of get going. It needs a total rework of a cost reduction, a damage increase, and a HP increase for him to actually even be decent. Roadstorm and Spinster are in there, so glad about that. Really good 5-star bots, good as 4-stars, would be good as 5-stars. Tigerhawk and Waspinator, I think be decent, but more like Swoop really, so be good on defense. Decent enough, wouldn't mind putting him with a 5-star, but wouldn't go chasing him. And then last, we've got Whirl and Sea Phantom. Ability, the rocket ability, very good, really good range, was really impressed with that. The fire ability, dreadful. To sort of sum up, guys, if you're voting for the 5-star vote because combine a bot, don't. Rethink it. Vote for a bot because you want that bot, not just because it's a combiner bot. But the big ones for me, if you're going to vote, maybe Broadside and 8 base, I'm on the fence with that. But definitely Hoist and Crankcase. Definitely Inferno and Rodimus Unicronus. Maybe Punch and Counter Punch. Maybe Skydive and Skywarp. Maybe Rotorstorm and Spinster. Let me know in the comments who you voted for and why.